Iranian Canadians across the country have taken to the streets to hold rallies for Iran. Joining us now is Parisa Moshfegh, an Iranian Canadian who has been attending rallies in Vancouver. Thank you very much for being here. Talk to us about the message from the rallies you've been attending and the response to the conflict you're seeing from Iranian Canadians.
Thank you for having me. The message, I think, has been clear. The message is that we want regime change. No reform within the current regime can alleviate any the pain that we're going through. We are celebrating the death of Khamenei, the former leader of the Islamic Republic, and we're just kind of basically watching the news as closely as we can.
Yes. Tell us a little bit about what you're hearing from friends and family in Iran.
Friends and family, well, the regime has cut off the internet, so very little connection with the people. But the very few messages that I get is that people are obviously scared, but people have hope because this is the only way, basically, that we can get rid of the Islamic Republic. So people are scared, but at the same time hopeful and hoping for this to be the end of the Islamic Republic.
What goes through your mind, the fact that you can't contact friends and family, or it's just very limited? I can imagine that would be quite scary.
It's terrifying, and I just hope that this would be the last time that the Islamic Republic is cutting the internet, cutting phones within the country. And honestly, I think hope is just what's giving us enough force to survive this. I just think that this would be the last time that they'll do it.
There must be so many different emotions. You know, there's fear, but then there's also hope with what's unfolding in Iran. How do you reconcile all of those emotions? How do you get through it?
Obviously, there's a lot of anxiety, just like watching all these videos that bombs are getting dropped in your city, near places that you know. However, just as I just mentioned earlier, I think the strongest emotion that I'm feeling currently is that finally there is enough force behind us with the attack of Israel and the states on the Iranian regime. Finally, we have enough force behind us to help us with this regime change, which will be good for not only Iran, the region, but also the world.
What message do you have for friends and family in Iran and just Iranians in general who are probably also going through this entire range of emotions?
I just want to hug all Iranians who are inside Iran and also the Iranians outside Iran and tell them that we should just stick together. We are united this time, and we can get through this. This is the last fight, and we will win because we'll finally have to win. So
I hope so too. Parisa, thank you very much for being here.
Thank you.
That's Parisa Moshfegh, an Iranian Canadian in Vancouver.